start, clicking start on that, because I have to remember, thanks to Christian, that I need to record this as well, just in case, since anyone who watches back has just missed half of the future segment. But we are back. I barely remember what happened last time, so please, everyone, remind me what happened last time.
They should totally engineer chickens that create bacon rather than chicken.
Isn't that just the spell prestidigitation where you can reflavor stuff?
Ah, prestidigichicken.
Yeah.
Bacon.
So what happened last time was we went to a place to go say, hey, big dragon friend, the world's ending possibly, maybe. Help us out with this egg. We arrived in we arrived and then we realized we had to go to the Oral's Island instead to look for them. So we went to Oral's Island. We got to Oral's Island. Egg was very close to hatching. We went into the little palace looking for the three amigos.
Perfectly reasonable, friendly creature hatched out of the egg, and then Lawrence killed it in cold blood.
Yeah, Lever did murder it, and I feel like the kobold is having some slightly murderous feelings about that. And other than that, we just went down to steal the seemingly warp thing portal making device that Smoothie is now going to try and glue onto the ship so that we can go to a place where there's no magic and everything's just terrible to save our friends.
Also, as someone mentioned before I went live, a ship appeared with a familiar friend on it.
I'm so glad that all of my abilities work off of science, not magic.
I thought it was like the same thing in the world of D&D or whatever.
It's weird because they do and they don't.
Is it like stuff anyone can get easy access to and use, like say a flint and steel to make fire is counted as science?
Yeah,
because like anyone can use that, but like
even
magic,
though technically,
fire in your palm is magic.
Like in the realm of D&D, a flint and steel would still be technically creating magical fire because all fire is magical.
Yeah, it's something like a recognition system from the gods. Like, okay, guys, four-wheeled vehicles, is it magic or is it science?
Depends what they run on.
I think that's science, unless
it's magic-y science.
Unless you stick one of those engines that run on souls onto it, then it becomes magic.
What do we give it? A pointy wizard hat? Oh well, shit, that's magic. How much more? How much more magic could you get, man? It's fucking.
There's always a way to get more magic.
That's true.
Okay, so as reminded, the last thing that happened was a familiar. Insert help Christian. What race is it again? Eladrin. A familiar Eladrin has approached the group and said hello. And asked where his double is. Yeah, he said, where am I?
In another dimension. Come, help us find them, maybe.
So, out of character, Nuru has been given the mission to, whether it be secretly or not, to turn this island, as we agreed, into a forward base. So, while he is worried right now about his double going missing, he does recognize that all of the other forces have gone missing as well. So no one is protecting the place anymore.
Who's with him?
A bunch of kobolds that came from Bryn Shander and insert random fey creatures here.
So he brings the four that were stationed with him.
Yes. And there's a bunch of like smaller creatures as well, like what's it called? What's the thing you use to summon a bunch? Madcap?
The red caps.
Red cap, that's it. I always get them mixed up. There's like a bunch of smaller things like them carrying stuff.
And one slightly bigger red cap who is in charge of them.
Yeah. Boss red cap.
Yeah, that's the one he always summons.
He has a much bigger cap.
His pickaxe is slightly cooler looking. It's painted.
Well, see, you might not know this because you're not from the Feywild, but amongst redcaps, the larger the size of your hat, the more power and importance you have.
Oh.
That's definitely canon lore. That's a real thing.
I can believe it.
Makes sense to me.
So, yeah, what's everyone doing?
So yeah, that's what happened to your good old pal, Nuru. Tragic, really.
This new ascending to himself.
Is he doing that? Like, you saying he's trying to? You cannot get a connection.
Is it like cannot get a connection because the person is not in existence anymore, or can you tell the difference between person doesn't exist anymore and person is just kind of cut off somehow?
Give me an Arcana check.
I don't have his thingy. I think he has Arcana 0, but I'm not sure.
As long as you don't get a nat 1, it's not bad. So don't get a nat 1.
I'll just roll something.
Nat 1. Yep, he's dead. You have no idea.
Yeah, apparently according to Des Familiar, the place seemed very not magic. So we're gonna fly a magic ship there and use magic to get them out of there. I'm sure that'll work.
How does the fuel work again?
I think it's like magic crystals, right?
I'm saying like how the crystals work, because like if it turns out that they absorb magic from like the atmosphere or something to work like that, then like
these are all very good questions that none of you have ever bothered to look into.
But Dare used psychic crystals, and I'm pretty sure psychic is different from magic, so I think we're all good.
Where's the key crystal?
Yeah, that's what we really need. We need some key crystals, and then it's all good.
Andrew, please tell us now, is psychic power different from magic power in your universe?
Yes.
Okay,
the ship runs on sweet science. Moody can fix it. It's all science. Don't worry.
Okay, I thought we just said that there's magic. I don't know.
Also, key is a kind of magic. Fuck all of you.
But key's not magic. We all know that. Key's life force and chi and all that weird stuff.
Hello.
It's not magic. You can't counterspell a flurry of blows.
Any bullshit is magic, I'd say. Like
fuck Death Battle and they're ruling from Goku versus Superman.
I mean, wait.
Kamehameha has definitely a magic spell.
So that you're agreeing that key is magic then?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yes, someone's on my side.
Keys.
your universe.
I personally think that key is magic adjacent.
It's a different form of thing that's like magic.
Will I agree that it's a spell-like ability? Sure. But is it magic? No.
It's to me it's the equivalent of like psionics to magic.
The difference is like key is magic, but spending key to do stuff doesn't count as casting a spell. It's not using
That's totally
magic
fair,
the same way.
Yeah.
The question is, could you stop something key from happening with an anti-magic cone?
I think that's asked a lot.
I don't think you could do that, personally. stop.
I don't think this discussion matters, and
Either do I.
is in the ship tinkering on trying to make everything work.
No such thing as gods and no such thing as magic.
Gods do not exist. They're just powerful beings that we don't quite understand.
Turns out they're all giant machines.
Says demon, says Devil Jock from somewhere off screen.
Oh, speaking of off screen, Devil Jock is currently at your home, waiting for you to come back. I mean, he's not, because I was thinking about this. You've actually got like 3.5 weeks or so of free time until contract up.
We did exactly what he asked.
Yeah. But he's still probably going to be a bit upset.
Well, not really. Leavick's going to argue that we did exactly what he wanted, therefore he can't be upset
It's
about it.
fine. Leave your arguments for when he gets
When
here
this
in
actually is
3
a
weeks.
thing and a problem.
In
But
like
now
6 months.
We'll just wait for Smoothie to install the quickly go to horrific no magic land, and then we'll take off.
Oh yeah, I should open another page with definitely not Monster Hunter things, just in case.
Andrew, please. Please don't.
Smoothie, can you give me 2 science checks?
Give me a second while I pull up my character sheet.
I like how I'm not even like bothering to remember what they are. They're just science checks now. Oh, wait a minute. I downloaded the PDFs. Don't need to open a page.
Please, no, not the CR like 30 dragon things. No.
I would never. Now, which CR30 do you want?
No. Preferably a slow one that we can all run away from in a spaceship.
So definitely Tarask then.
Yeah. I'll take the Tarask.
How many red caps are with this Nuru?
Roll me D20. Roll me another. Excellent, 40 in. It was a D20, but if it was less than 10 on the first one, you rolled another.
Including the one with the bigger hat.
No, he would
Or
be the
excluding.
50th,
Okay.
because I like that number.
And I, since I already said it will be an anti-magic-y place, a lot of that rules out basically Nuru's most sensible help that he can offer, as well as some of the other creatures. So you would not even talk to anybody, but basically just, let's say, 6 of the red caps and the one with the bigger hat would run up to him, and he would then tell him, help your boss.
You bastard, giving them NPCs. This is what I get for being kind and making up random numbers. But yeah, sure, that's...
Well, he's very much interested in saving himself, in a way.
Yeah. But you're not allowed to send your OP character. Whose stats I still haven't altered.
That's fair.
So everyone you see a bunch of the red caps start heading towards the ship.
What are they wanting? I'll say generally.
Also, as punishment, Christian, you've got to roleplay all 6 of them.
At once. While they're all talking.
Luckily, they're a very quiet bunch.
Ah, how convenient.
And
Detect
five of them
thoughts.
just killed. And five of them just killed themselves. So.
Do you still have the character sheet for them? Or for the summon?
No.
Did I save that?
No, I changed that because I didn't summon them anymore and changed that to the Draconic Spirit.
Ah, right. Okay. I just if it was there, you could have used that. Oh well.
They can just throw me a character sheet and I can just...
Yeah, that's
Use
what I'm
that.
doing now.
Yeah, the power of. I wonder if they're on the compendium. Red.
Should be. Red caps are, I think, old.
Okay, so what is everyone doing? Yeah, yes, I've got your roles, Graham. So
I'm doing that till it's fixed.
yeah, that's what you're working on. So I don't need to
Yeah.
worry about you. Thankfully, you didn't get 2 nat ones. Just everyone looks at the ship and it explodes.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
I'm just gonna ask Nuru. So Nuru, what have you been up to in the intervening several weeks? Has it been weeks since we last saw each other?
For you, maybe.
Sorry, it gets confusing. We're in the future for a bit. Everything was weird. Time went all wobbly. You know how it is.
Yeah, nothing you want to know.
No,
How
nothing
many
I
did you
want.
kill?
A lot. It's
Okay, no.
That depends on the perspective.
Continuing to exist.
Oh, not many then.
Oh, okay. That's not
I
horrifying.
was joking. Never mind.
Oh, since this is actually a thing now, Nuru, you also suddenly realise that there's Melissa's voice coming out of a sheep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Okay.
I am.
I think you knew that she was a sheep originally, right?
I think. Wait.
One of the Nurus did at least.
Oh,
Well,
God,
then-
which one is he?
Oh, no, you were
Maybe?
both there. Yeah, you were both there, right?
Wait, when did you find out that Melissa was a sheep?
Tentacle City? Tentacle Town?
Okay, if
Yeah,
it was there,
yeah.
then he definitely knew. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
if it was revealed then or at the Wish, because.
But it's interesting that Melissa is now a sheep again. That's something that's changed.
Both Nurus were there, but one
That's
of them
true.
was listening to D&D podcasts on their phones, so one of them only knows.
No,
They're
don't
just,
add more
like-
technology.
No, they
It's
just like scribe on them all the
magic!
time.
Oh yeah, there was that as well. Sure.
Yes, I can walk through trees, and our kobold friend hates me for killing an evil thing that was definitely evil and needed to be dealt with.
Look, the future's not set in stone. We just
Does that mean
proved
you
that.
don't like evil things?
I'm not overly keen on evil things, especially if they try and kill me.
They did?
Yes, it blasted me with weird breath
It did shoot us with
weapon things.
fire and zappiness.
Brimstone. Fire and brimstone.
But we'd calmed it down. I'm sure we could have helped it out, changed the outcome of the future.
Yes, I did calm it down.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
vaporized it.
I mean, technically, but yeah, I guess.
Also, poor Melissa got vaporized. But
yeah,
then she
yeah.
got sheepier.
But
Yeah.
we brought Melissa back because Melissa is good.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, I think you have to give credit to Dare on that one.
Yes. Yeah.
That actually makes Nuru raise an eyebrow. It's like, did not think you were capable of that?
People are capable of a lot of things.
So how's the Feywild?
As usual. Why?
Crazy then.
I just wanted to see what you'd get up to there, all that weird timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, wait, quick question. How much of the whole jock thing have you explained to Nuru?
So far, none.
None, yeah.
Yeah, so far nothing.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
So, yeah.
So, were there any trees in the Feywild?
He just looks at you like,
It's
seriously?
the Feywild. It's full of
I-
trees.
Wild is in the
I've
name.
never been.
You have.
Just because
We
I
went there, remember?
no, I don't remember this.
Were you drunk?
Maybe.
I think he was.
Well, I'm sure all of this is fine. I'm sure you
wait,
haven't
actually,
been doing any
Andrew.
suspect things.
Yeah.
I'm
sure
gonna
you-
check my front
it's all
legs.
up
Do
to
I
date.
have like the green Jabberwock scales?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what do you mean, Jabberwock? I haven't quite figured out how it works on sheep, but yes, there is still. I'm gonna say
With a wolf tail.
so. No,
sometimes.
Melissa looks down and is like, wait a minute, I forgot checking. You look down and instead of like hooves or like a normal sheep, you've got like claws.
Guys, look what I'm just noticing at this moment. Holy shit!
You just noticed you had claws?
None of you noticed.
I just assumed it was normal. You are a weird sheep after all.
What kind of sheep?
Look, you're the first sheep I encountered that could talk, and I was also a human when I first met them. I just assumed that there'd be some weird things about you when you were a sheep.
I mean, I assume they would be thematically inclined with one another. I mean, how does this relate to it, do you think?
Look, it doesn't matter whether you moves or flip. You're still the best sheep that I know.
Or a
Is there
beaver
a-
tail. Wait, what are we talking about?
Does Nura know anything about that kind of phenomenon?
Yes, because you have encountered one of those. Did Melissa mention the Jabberwock out loud there, or was that out of character?
Yeah, she did.
Okay,
Wait,
so
saying its name. Shit.
so yeah, Nuru would definitely, because he encountered one of them once he returned. So yeah, if you wanted to like make, what would it be, like Arcana, Nature, something along those lines, you could make a roll of that, but with advantage.
I have no idea what his bonuses are for that right now. But...
Wait, have I not give you the sheet back, or did I take it back away?
You took it back away again because so there wouldn't be too much back and forth.
Okay, I'll give you
But
it
it's
back
fine.
for now, just so that you've got. Shit. Which one is purple one? The tentacle head.
Purple one is the one that we want right now, I think.
Okay. All the stuff, it doesn't have any bonuses, but at least has the correct bonuses for you. At least, like, minimum.
Yeah, it
I
should
mean-
be like +2 at least then, I think.
So,
he gets half his proficiency, right? As a
so,
bard.
I mean, even with just, like, the 80 in, you recognize that they are definitely the same sort of skills you'd see on a Jabberwock. And you're like, how... So, when you killed it, did, like, any of the blood get on you or anything?
Yes, I bathed in its blood.
Yeah, Melissa was absolutely drenched in it. So, Nuru, you'd understand that this is likely a mutation based on the energy within the blood.
Does he know what that means for her in the long run?
It's hard for him to tell because there are like many different forms it could take. He
And
could.
he'll just be like, good luck with that.
Melissa's like, is it bad? And he's like, could be. So does Melissa feel better now?
She doesn't really know what to think in general right now with the current events, so I guess she's fine, all things considered.
This whole campaign, I feel like, is Melissa is fine now. Things were bad, but now she's fine.
It is literally that one, this is fine meme while everything burns.
Yeah.
At the time you got over murdering all those people, possibly. Oh, it's fine. It's in the past.
Could Melissa give me a quick
I'm
perception, but with disadvantage?
That time you saw Lawrence eating some mutton.
I don't think Melissa's over that.
No.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's like accepted that his character is just kind of 221s.
Yeah.
Different in that way, but still kind of bothers her.
Oh yeah, Andrew, do I have any pamphlets on me?
Yes.
Cool.
FYI, I just sent you a message. You hear that in a whisper in your mind.
I come over to Dare, and they say, "Hey, Dare, I have some literature for you," and we can hand it to him.
I approach Nuru and say, "Hey, are you looking to convert to a new religion?"
No.
Ah, well, definitely don't join his.
Oh shit, never mind.
Gesturing to Libre.
There's literally zero risk of that happening.
Good.
I'll put the book away. Thing that I'm.
And you
it's not
you
being
also
taken.
approached the wrong person. You approached Dare, not Nuru.
I know. I just wanted to see if Dare would take it.
But yeah,
No.
you're not gonna convert this person because he both worships and is terrified of his god.
Yeah, that's the thing that happened. We revived a dead sun god, and now we're crusading to prove that they're the one true sun god.
And we're all
Yes, Nuru. Yes. The
Congratulations.
religious text of this religion. Take it and spread the word if you want. Taking his book out and hopefully holding it out to Nuru.
He's not taking it.
Oh. I'll slowly put it away.
But yeah, it lets me
And then
punch
go-
vampires with the sun. It's very cool. And also, I think it gives Smoothie the ability to make people see again. Cures blindness. Very good.
I'll poke Anthony slightly.
Why
Did your
is
sta-
that your thing?
Did your stand feel that?
I haven't got my stand out yet. You just poke me.
And if his other stand was still in the other place, it's been eviscerated. The world exploded.
Did you not want to go and save him?
Yeah, we're waiting for our friend to repair the ship or fix the ship so they can fly to the place we needed to fly to.
Maybe you should go and help him then. He says and turns around and goes inside.
I don't know much about space. Oh, okay, he's gone.
Hey, Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
do you know of any female dragons?
Oh no.
Do you know where I could find one?
Oh no.
What? Yes, actually, I do know of one.
Great. Where is it?
Ah,
Sorry.
I'll just. I don't know if I can get you in contact with them though at the minute.
No, that's fine. I can wait.
Oh, okay.
I've got at least another 10 years.
Okay.
Ish.
I'll tell the person who like knows them a bit more personally than I do, and maybe they can get you in contact.
Great.
I love how I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
figure out who this is. Because I can only think of one female dragon, other than one that's very inappropriate. Which is
What you mean, Tiamat?
no, I suppose technically that's another one. I mean, I was thinking of Sapphire Dragon is a female dragon that the group has met. The inappropriate one is the baby you hang out with.
Obviously not Aurora.
Although
Yeah,
Aurora is
and-
both genders.
Aurora's
Yeah.
whatever we want because you gotta call her a good boy.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
like to.
I
I would like to point out to everyone the idea of like anyone who comes to the engine seat is like watching me like, and Smoothie is fixing the engine and holds out his hand and shouts for a specific tool, and Aurora grabs it from the box and like passes it across.
Yeah, assumed I didn't specifically need to ask Anthony to go and talk to Aurora.
I suppose, yeah, Anthony has met a third female dragon, technically.
So I guess we just camp here and wait until Jock's done. Just head
Yeah.
to the ship and wait.
Jock hopefully is not working on the ship.
I'll
sorry,
go
not
and
Jock, I mean Smoothie.
I will go and sleep for the next however long it'll take.
Anthony goes to meditate on the ship and waits until things are done.
Fair
Roughly, how long does this
I'll go
take
rest on the
roughly?
ship.
It takes 2 days.
Okay,
But
good.
but when it's done, it is fit perfectly into the ship.
Okay.
It took
know, I
longer
was just
because Smoothie was like the 224s were how well you do and what kind of a job you do. And since he rolled very well, he took a very careful job.
No, the only reason I was asking was I was on 16 health out of 47, and
Okay, so yeah, you've definitely had
Only
enough time for a long rest.
yeah.
So does anyone have
Um,
any specific things they'd like to be doing on across the 2 days?
Just doing my special meditation basically the whole time.
I would ask Anthony if he knew the name of this dragon.
Yeah, I know the name.
Will you tell me, please?
Ignores him. Oh no, I tell you, in Draconic.
Oh, the name is
Um,
not different, even in a different language.
Yeah,
is it?
I think if it's Tiamat, then it would still be the same.
True.
Unless you
Um,
called her something else.
Sure, I'll refer to one of her nicknames.
Cool.
What nickname do you say?
It's in a different language.
It's still a name.
That's true. But like,
So,
if you said the Queen of Chaos in
Yeah.
I don't know, like Arabic, it would sound very different to the Queen of Chaos in English.
And so you tell the name, and Lawrence's character's like, "Oh, how exotic!" Okay, so everyone's having a nice relax, and then suddenly everyone hears a loud screech of "It is done!" from the engine room.
It is complete.
And then
it's alive!
My greatest work.
you all realise at this point, wait a minute, they haven't came out in 2 days. The doors
Oh my God, you want
slide open.
Rude.
And what is it? Me and Aurora are like stumbling out on like zero sleep from fixing this thing. It's like
biggest bags under your eyes, and everyone who rushes to see, the engine room looks fucking terrifying now. It is just a mess of wires, electricity, crystals. It looks so scary to go near.
look upon it and despair.
Do you need some food? You haven't left that room in
But
2
they
days.
would have brought them food if you had noticed that they didn't come out for food or anything.
Just goes into the room while they're mid-job and like puts the food in their mouth and just leaves. It's the only way they'll get noticed.
So
Now, Aurora. Now, we sleep.
Aurora just crashes to the floor.
And Smoothie crashes on top. And it's like lying there.
Aww.
They're just both instantly asleep.
It just bundles them up in a little pile of warmth.
I suppose I'll talk to
So to everyone else, when you look inside the engine room, it looks like a big matrix of... So you know how you had the one chamber before that, like, Dare was sitting in and that type of... Like, that part of the engine. There's now several of them. And they're all, like, fitted with a different crystal.
Oh, cool.
Although you very much worry that if you touch anything, you might get electrocuted.
They put a hyperdrive on the ship. Nice.
Pretty much, yeah. They glued a bunch of engines together.
Well, time to wait for them to wake up.
It's less now that is the engine room, and it's more that is the engine. You're walking inside the engine if you go in that room.
The engine.
Goes back to a little place, begins meditating, waits for them to wake up.
So
I will go around the rest of the crew, other than the two that are sleeping, and ask if any of them know any female dragons.
does anyone else know a female dragon that they've not told me about?
I mean, and Hedge is just gonna like lift her front legs. Like 5%. Like I don't know.
Yeah, Hedge is getting there.
Do you mean Melissa, not Hedge?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hedge is a different sheep.
Melissa is confusing me.
We all love Hedge, but Hedge isn't here.
Oh.
Dare would just
As
say,
much
like, I
as we
think
want Hedge
the
to be.
dragon in Chult was female, but I'm not sure where she is now.
I could not make out anything was said there.
The dragon in East of the Dragon in Chult was female, but he didn't really know.
When Smoothie wakes up, if you ask Smoothie, he has several dragons from existence, or female dragons that he knows of.
Okay. I'll wait until he wakes up and then I'll ask.
It takes a full day of sleep before the two of them wake up again.
Interesting. Fair enough.
So Nuro, for the last 3 days, would have taken back his red caps while they're still waiting for the stuff to work. And sent them back out when they were done.
Yeah, so Nuru would basically have started colonizing.
Yep.
So everyone else you would have seen, like, in like the areas around here, there'd be like small huts and things getting put up, and you'd have seen like a lot of the fey creatures especially. And the kobolds at the moment are kind of just doing what Nuru says because they were told to. But they're kind of on guard because the person that they came here for isn't here. and was apparently sent to some horrible place, so they're all a bit iffy. But you basically just see for the past couple of days that they've been going back and forth between, like, inside and the ship and just building things up.
I mean, if they come back, they'll say, "Don't worry, we'll get your boss back. It'll all be grand." Pats on head.
Just every time a kobold walks past you say that, pat them on the head, they continue.
Yes. I'll pat all of the kobolds.
So,
Is there a trench coat on the ship?
roll me an investigation? Which ship? Their ship or your ship?
Both, either. 14.
There's a coat that's close to a trench coat. It's like one of the long ones that a fisherman wears.
Alright, I'll see if I can get 3 of the kobolds together and stand them on each other's shoulders and try and put them in the coat.
The ultimate plan.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Try and make a kobold.
31.
Sure. They find it a bit weird, but they agree it's very good for reaching the high shelves.
They are a totally normal human. Don't know what you mean.
Yeah, so suddenly a human appears with them.
I will, Can I try and find a hat as well?
Sure, you can easily find a hat.
I'd like to put it on them. The top one.
Quick question to Smoothie.
Yeah.
You have 24 hours within Dreamland. What would you have got up to? You're with it's you and Aurora and people from Dreamland. So what would you have liked to have gotten up to?
We'd have just been sort of like living out a time where I would have had a workshop and I would have been like passing down everything I knew to Aurora, and we'd have been like happily living there, not dealing with any bullshit about that's going to end the world. It'd have been great and peaceful, and then I wake up and it's like, ah, shit, the world's going to end and we need to solve this problem.
It's like you
Wouldn't
spent.
be a first thought. When you wake up for the first time, you'd be under a blanket with Aurora.
Yeah. And I'd be like looking at the ship going, oh no, that was a dream.
Oh, was it? It's always hard to tell with Dreamland.
What's reality?
So, it's like,
And then you wake up again. Turns out that was a dream.
And then again, and again.
wow, Smoothie's having a really uncomfortable sleep.
And then you find a spinning top that wobbles slightly.
And then you wake up.
I don't get that.
Okay, you feel insanely rested, Smoothie.
Okay. We get up and we're like, okay. I assume in the last 4 days you've all made a plan on what we need to do?
Yes. Do you know any female dragons?
Female. I think I know like 4?
Great. If you could tell me at some point what their names are and vaguely where they are, if that's okay.
Think they're on this plane of existence currently, the ones I know about.
That's
they
fine.
used to be, but they're not anymore.
That's fine.
Yeah, we have an amazing plan. We're gonna go there, pick our friends up, and come back.
Okay. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many of our party rely on magic to be effective in like any sort of like confrontation?
Me?
Jared puts his paw up. Me.
Depends how the Overgod rules it, but potentially.
Okay. So that leaves us just one person who is definitely okay in a fight no matter what happens with this jump, and they are sheep.
Yeah.
The sheep can carry us, though. Let's be honest.
The sheep
Okay.
uses
There also
forms of
points to the-
magic.
There also points to the 7 red caps and goes like, they don't need magic, I think.
Good. You in this with us?
Hmm.
He asks the red caps.
Yeah, it just grunts and nods reluctantly.
Only the leader one speaks common. The rest all speak Sylvan. So they all
Smoothie
just squawk.
Smoothie salutes the red caps, and it's like Smoothie salutes the red caps and goes, okay. So I've got this set up so that, and he like goes to the engine and starts explaining. So the central crystal is the one that we're like tuned with at the moment, and I can like set it up to like, and he like pushes something, and the whole thing rotates, and a new one slides into place, and that one slides into a different space, and they all move around. I could probably have used some like cable tidies.
Give me a quick perception check while you're giving this explanation.
Do I see the trench coat wearing kobolds anyway?
You see them out and about. Okay, 15's good enough that you notice. So when you're giving the explanation of like how the engine works, occasionally you'll forget what something's called or what you've called it, and without realizing, you don't realize until afterwards that every time you were like, and then Aurora tells you what that word is, and then you say that and continue, and then you realize afterwards that Aurora's been helping you and has been speaking.
And then Smoothie hugs Aurora and is like, okay, I think we can get moving if everyone is ready.
Yes, let's
And
go.
we're definitely heading to the crystal that was in the door that they disappeared through.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would know which you like with the 2 days
I know.
straight of work, you know that
was more
engine room.
asking. It was more asking everyone to make sure that was what we were doing rather than checking which
Ah.
one it is.
Yep.
Okay, so this is bless you. Half of this is technically for end of this session Graham setting up, but now officially Aurora is a level 1 artificer and has a basic grasp of common.
Sweet.
Yeah. Can finally talk
Yay.
to Aurora. How you doing, Aurora?
It's like it's still very awkward, but like most of the time it's like short bursts, like good.
Yeah.
She's like still struggling with the idea that before she was able to speak normally, and it's still a bit weird.
She can only say her own name like a Pokemon.
Don't worry. Soon I'll teach you how to fly the ship.
That Aurora gets excited at that.
Don't tell Uncle Dare. He doesn't think you're old enough to drive yet.
I hear that.
Give me a perception.
Smoothie doesn't say
Actually-
it quietly.
A perception with advantage. He doesn't say it quietly while you're in the room. Yes, you definitely hear that. He does like the loud whisper.
Okay, then if it's an obvious loud whisper, then Dare just pretends not to have heard it.
Just rolls his eyes.
And then Smoothie's gonna go set himself up in the chair after having
I will.
selected the correct crystal.
I will put myself against a back wall somewhere.
Okay. So, what is Smoothie going to do? So, you have like the console and everything. What are you going to try to do?
I will also put myself against a wall and brace for the potential of like horrific crystal-related shenanigans.
So channel the energy through the crystal in order to create the portal, but using the same thing, the energy that the engine uses to warp travel normally, but channeling effectively the portal that the crystal would create into that warp to spread it over the ship to make us teleport.
Okay.
Place.
So, what happens is...
Yeah, so it's just using the system the ship already uses, but like selecting the portal
Yeah,
specifically.
and selecting to do with the new systems that you've set up.
Yeah.
So the whole ship starts vibrating like very violently, and it starts like turning and then turns upwards, and everyone you actually see in front of the ship a gate open, and it's weird. It looks very different from any of the other. How would you describe it? Like the gate that you saw when the devils appeared, or the thing that Jock used to teleport. This almost looks like tessellating crystals. And the ship just like essentially is shunted through that, and it comes to a complete stop afterwards.
Oh, cool. Were they tessellating crystals? I had always wanted to see those.
Smoothie, with the AOE from the ship, you can now see that there is a just unimaginably large crystal sphere behind you.
Uh-huh. Smoothie is
Yeah.
trying
Good
not
or
to
upper
make-
bad?
Welcome to Spelljammers.
I really hope we don't run into a ship that's cloning people, like piloted, crewed mostly by mind flayers.
Oh, that's far away.
Yeah, we have determined how far away that is. It's far away that it's almost impossible that the stories can interact yet.
What if,
Oh
For
what if,
now, yeah. There's a good chance that they might change, but eh.
what if we reach the cloning ship finally, and we go in like this top secret room, and it just contains like clones identical to us, and then they're like, "Why are you making clones of us?" And it's like, "No, these are your original
Dun
selves."
dun dun.
Everybody
I-
dies.
I've pulled that in a campaign before.
How did your players react?
Very, very badly to finding out the real them was kept in a tube by a wizard who was making clones of them to run them through, effectively Takeshi's castle over and over again till they survived.
Oh my god!
That's a. Oh, no.
No one ever wins Takeshi's castle.
Exactly.
There's been 3 people, I think, who've won it, I think.
Yeah, and one of them, the woman that won it, got all of her front teeth knocked out while winning it.
Yeah.
The prize was
Entirely
not enough
worth
to
it.
cover the replacement of like dentures for those teeth.
Right.
Entirely worth it.
So,
Uh,
stretching out into the nothingness is just vast space, unlike anything you've seen before, with billions of twinkles in every direction, apart from behind you where there's a giant sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look! Lots of little twinkly things and a massive sphere.
Are you still getting Dare to help with the translations?
Yeah, because I'm getting someone who can speak it to help me with translation.
So,
is the new section actually properly translated because you installed it?
Yeah, so the new section should be in
Yeah.
common.
so
or
it's
draconic,
which is like
depending.
even more confusing because it switches between them. But yeah,
You
so
need to change the language setting, really.
I'm pretty sure there's a place where I can do that, but I haven't found it because in a language I can't read yet.
yeah, there's definitely a language setting, but it's like it's one of those ones that's really annoying because it's like hidden in a bunch of settings and you have to go like 10 settings deep to get to it. So if you accidentally put Spanish on, you're like, oh fuck, how do I turn this off?
It's like
is
settings,
any-
sound settings.
Is any of this?
Text sound.
Is any of the in deep speech?
No.
Oh, it does that have a does that have a
I mean, it does have a deep speech setting, but it's not on that.
I thought it was deep speech.
It was.
Is
It
it?
is in deep speech. Yeah,
Oh, okay, I
That's
was
aberrant.
because that's
Language.
the language of mind flayers.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought I was mixing up that one with Abyssal, I think, for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Then I can read it.
Oh yeah, deep speech doesn't have a written language though.
it does. Shut up.
Ah, okay.
It has a written language when it needs to. It's
'Cause-
more
'cause-
vibes than anything else.
Yeah, that was the idea. Is like all the technology they use just gives you vibes, like psychic
Yeah.
vibes, because that's how it
Yeah.
works, right?
It's in vibes that I don't quite understand because I don't really speak vibes.
Hmm.
I speak vibes.
But okay, so you get like, so even without the translation, you instantly know that something is wrong because as soon as the ship comes out of the portal, the screen is just flashing with like exclamation points.
Does it feel like we've been teleported to the wrong place, or does it feel like this is it worked and we're like they've been lost in wherever this black void is?
So with the translation, Day,
Or Liebert.
yeah, I suppose with like the two of them helping, you can sort of get the gist that it's saying. Sphere exited. Planar travel no longer available.
Sure.
Well,
sure.
we can't travel things at once anymore.
You still do have like in the comment section, like basically a direction, like from when you set up the crystal that they used, like with the GPS basically.
Yeah. I'm on the continuing to put power through the crystal we're trying to use, and just scanning with whatever we have to look for the people we're looking for.
So you think that you still have like a ways to travel?
Sure.
Full speed in that direction.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn up the speed.
Sure. Give me.
It's the ludicrous speed button that was shown before.
Give me a disadvantage piloty check. So you just crash into a planet.
What was the piloty check?
I don't know.
I think it was space tools.
Yeah, I think it's
again.
just space tools. It's all the
think
one roll.
I think all the science, science is just space tools. That's the check.
Can I give you inspiration as well, please?
Oh, sure. So D8.
I believe so. Yes, I'll double check, but I know the.
And then I'm gonna add another 4 to that, so to make it a 22.
It's a weird thing with Flash of Genius, because the way it's described is it's like you're helping someone out by explaining it to them.
Yeah, but you can use it on yourself. Like,
I know, which is like it's very much. What do? Explain it to yourself. Like
walk
you
myself
go.
through it quite.
That's wait. That's a dumb maneuver. I should actually do this.
So
It just
yeah, let's
seems
work
very
that into
weird.
what happens. So you're like going full super speed, and then you have a flash of brilliance, and you're like, wait a minute, I can't see shit when we're going this fast. You stop the ship, and you're like, there's a planet directly in front of where you stopped. And you're like,
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was close.
one of us was going to have a bad time, be it us or the planet.
No, it was a D10. Sorry.
Oh, sure. That's fine. It's worked out anyway.
Yeah.
I'll remember for later if that ever comes up again.
We didn't slam into a planet at very fast speeds.
But you do notice now that you've stopped and looked at the GPS that you've gone like that was like maybe a quarter of the distance. So you're like, well, that was good, but maybe that fast not great.
Sure.
Why is space so full of stuff? Space has so
Yeah.
much stuff in it. Surely
Yeah.
it should have more
Well-
space in it.
Well, surely there has to be places, space for stuff to be put, and that's just where all the stuff has been put
I'm-
by the things that
all
put the
I'm
stuff there in the
saying-
first place.
Statistically, if you throw like a marble through space, it's not gonna hit something for like 1 billion years, even if it was moving at like the speed of light.
Yeah, but things are where they are because of where they are.
Smoothie, give me a fun perception check.
A funception check.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ooh, that's
20.
a good fun perception check. So you've seen like a bunch of different planets and things as you're flying, but now that you've stopped, you can see in the distance that there is another giant crystal sphere.
Oh, interesting.
I guess we just ignore it and keep going, right?
We go to the place where we are meant to be heading to.
Okay, so what speed are you going?
Avoiding other objects. I will go to the not quite ludicrous speed, but the speed maybe 2 notches below that. That's like good speed for us to be making to make interplanetary travel.
Okay, so yeah, two notches lower is you can see what you're doing. Essentially, at the top speed, you can go fucking fast, but you cannot see what you're doing.
At top speed, my lack of psychic powers actually is a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, because at that point, damn you, vision, damn you, the speed of light.
At that point, Smoothie is smart, but not quite smart enough to see things before they happen.
Okay, so you get to, like... Wait a minute, so how does Smoothie's knowing time thing work again?
Smoothie always knows what the time it is and remembers everything that's happened to him, or he's seen or read.
So what time is it in space?
Well, you have to tell me an exact time because I cannot lose track of it.
It's Schwitz the clock.
Oh, so I know it in
don't you know
space
that? Yeah, it's space time. There's like the crystal sphere time zones, and then there's sort of like international time.
It's like time keeps changing depending on how close and far away you are from different suns.
Yeah.
So as he's flying, it's like 5, 3, 9, 5, 4.
It's impressive because he must be going like relative to whichever planet is or planets are inhabited. So he might go near 1, and like since 4 of the planets are inhabited, he goes like 7, 16, and 12 past 8.
Yeah. It's very confusing, but you do know what time it is. You also know that you're not feeling as tired after the big rest, but it's been almost a day you've been traveling. And only you've probably noticed that much time has passed.
Anthony will just sit and meditate for most of the rest of this journey.
So you're just gonna keep on keeping on.
Yep.
Okay, so you
complete journey.
You get to about halfway along-ish on the GPS, where a message comes up on the monitor.
Okay.
What language is it in?
I'm just trying to remember which part of the ship it's in now. I'm just going to say deep speech for now, so I don't have to think.
I will translate it for him.
It basically equates to battery depleted.
The battery.
Need to go to planet to recharge.
Yeah, we need to land somewhere to recharge the battery.
Okay, I will aim us at the nearest planet to see if we can stop there for a bit.
Okay, so you... Well, what are you eyeing at, Joseph?
And then can't I just charge like usual?
I mean, you can put charges into it, but before it was like the jumping was taking power. Now it's constantly draining power for the flight. Because it's having to put a lot more effort into like life support and whatnot.
Okay.
It's fine, I'll land this because I need to sleep and I don't want to try and go to sleep while it's been like 24 hours since we left.
Damn.
Yeah.
For most of you, you're like, no. It's only been like a few hours?
But it's only been about 4 hours. What possibly can you mean?
now that you're thinking about it, you do feel you're like. Actually, now that you mention it, I do feel more tired than I realized.
Is Aminator like multi-spheral?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say that one is a separate one, regardless. They may be more. I'll need to check that because that's hard knowledge to just know in general in D&D.
True, cause like we can't talk to I mean, while we're out not in a crystal sphere, we can't talk to any of the gods. But like when we land somewhere, be nice to know who we can chat to.
Oh yeah, that would mean that Smoothie, you would notice that your clerical powers are very much on the fritz.
Smoothie is too wired about driving the ship through space to notice anything.
That's
isn't.
fine. So you're going to pick a planet and land. Which planet looks nice to you?
I'm going to pick one that looks like it has water, and that the ship tells me has an atmosphere that we can breathe.
So you're like looking through the planets around. You see one that's like, that one's made of machinery, and like big warning signs come on the mountain. Like, no, not that one. Oh, there's that one that looks like has like water and greenery, and it seems to have a breathable atmosphere.
Cool. I will set us somewhere on that planet.
Okay, so you're
Are there any settlements on the planet?
you're currently in space.
No, but like when we are approaching the planet and going down to the planet, can we see any large settlements on the planet? Like
I'll
a city?
do a pass I'll do a bit of a pass once we get into the atmosphere to see if there's anything around or anything dangerous we can see from the air, and if nothing seems dangerous, I'll set it down.
Okay, this is a rarity for you because I've actually had to add something. Could you open up the ship's character sheet and give me a dex save? You'll notice that dex is the only stat that I've changed because I just remembered I've not given the ship its stats.
Can I give inspiration on this or no?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You can inspire the ship.
Yeah. Good ship.
Good
You're
shit.
the good ship. You're the good ship. Ilialio.
I mean, technically, you're giving the inspiration to Smoothie, who is piloting the ship.
Yeah.
So the ship gets an 18 on its dex check.
Okay. Andrew's struggling to remember where the thing I'm meant to be looking at is. I know that that's not a pass, though. Something smashes into the side of the ship.
Damn.
I mean, sure.
And like, you how do you describe it? Like, because you sort of feel the ship. You feel like there is a section of the ship now missing.
Okay.
From the impact.
Which section of the ship?
And like the bottom half. Well, not the bottom half.
The bottom half. Oh no!
The entire engine.
We all fall out except for like
Andrew,
The floor.
Andrew, if I tell you that was actually a 22,
I mean, you're still taking damage. 22 is better though.
I'm assuming a 22 is a pass, because if a 22 doesn't pass, that's ridiculous. Because the ship will never pass at that point.
The ship will get better stats once I've remembered to give it stats. I just was like, shit, it has a 20.
So yeah, so I look round, we land the ship safely, we move on with our lives. Please.
That is definitely what happens. Definitely not looking up the stats for Nergigante.
no.
I swear,
mean-
we actually do the clone thing.
No,
If we
we're
see something
we're
from the
landing on.
sky, we will-
I
we
know
will
we're
go find
exactly
somewhere
where we
safe.
are. We're on Monster Hunter World, and I'm not happy about it.
So, regardless, something smashes into the ship, and Smoothie, without doubt, you know there is a big thing out there.
Huh?
And it has damaged the ship at least somewhat, so you're going to try and land immediately.
I would
Maybe we
like to
should
find
take-
a safe-ish spot looking to the land.
Maybe we should take our chances with the machine world.
Safe in what sense? Like, are you going to go for, like, lots of trees, water?
Somewhere that we can effectively hide ourselves.
Okay, so, like, definitely, like, a very tree-y area would be good for that type of thing.
Yeah, somewhere where like the ship won't stand out too much once we've landed.
Ah, it was a DC... Oh my god, it was a DC 22.
Cool. Passed. Got it.
That's because
No
it's a CR30 monster, you
taking-
monster.
Taking half as much. So let's see. How much damage does the ship take? Oh, it's going to take me a while to get this number of dice.
On Google.
So,
Oh damn.
it's only half of that.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's not actually that much damage. It's fine.
yeah, it's just smashed
33.
the outer plating of, like, the bottom back of the ship.
Yeah, so basically, I came out of the upper atmosphere onto the back of whatever this thing was.
It
Oh god.
It thought you were a big creature and attacked you. So you've landed, and instantly you can tell there's wildlife everywhere. And
In fairness, this ship is a big creature.
true.
Stuff gets too. The first couple things that try to get too close will grab with ship tentacles and throw them away.
No, we
Or
can't. We're
crush them.
engaging in kaiju battles.
Just to send a message to other things that the ship's giant tentacles are dangerous. You now need to make me ship tentacle attacks.
I mean, I do need to make... I need to make the actual stats for the ship now that you're actually using it.
Now
Also,
that we're
it's
in the
hilarious
now
how
that we're
bad
Belgian
AC 16
segment of
is.
this.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's
I would assume it should be a lot higher looking at some of the other
no,
vehicles, but
sadly squishy ship. But you can improve that
You need to we need to armor plate this ship.
and make it less tentacly.
no, more tentacles.
Yeah, we do need to add more tentacles, but also more armor.
we need to
if-
attach laser guns to the end of tentacles.
Yes. Now,
and-
We should fly back to where we killed the Dracolich and just gather all the dragon bones and scales and cover the ship in it.
Nice, that'd be pretty cool.
dragon, not alloyed.
So you want to fly in a giant dragon?
Yes.
Dracoloid.
Makes sense.
We just end up flying the blue eyes white dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of the dead ones were white or silver. Okay, so you're basically like swatting off a bunch of the smaller ones, and then Smoothie, you detect big thing on radar, like heading towards the general area of the ship.
I tell everyone else who is more powerful than me and isn't required to be piloting this ship at the time to go and keep an eye out for very big thing that is approaching the general area.
I'll go
I'll go
stand
have a look.
on
Yeah,
the,
me
on the
too.
observation one of the observation decks. Actually, I'll man a harpoon
I,
because we have those.
I was just imagining, I'll climb to the top and stand on top of a tree. Because you could do that.
I will man one of.
Actually,
I will man one of
trees.
the actual weapons we have.
Am I able to reach in one of the outdoor areas of the ship? Am I able to reach a tree?
Yeah, I'd say you could, like, lean out and manage to essentially reach one of them.
Okay, interesting. But first of all, I'll just have a look for whatever's attacking us.
So, in the distance, you can very clearly see that there is like a dot in the distance that's getting bigger.
Which way is it coming from?
What a question. The northeast?
To go southwest.
I mean, the ship is currently landed
Oh no.
and out of fuel. Quotation marks
no.
fuel.
I'll go and point that out to people then, I guess.
Big thing coming? Thoughts?
Well, okay, so when it gets within 90 feet, I would like to cast a spell at it.
Would you? Okay.
Yes.
So
Actually, no. When it gets to within, when it gets to 60 feet within me,
within you? Oh my god.
When it gets,
You do think it
anywhere
looks
between-
dragony though? So maybe you do want it 60 feet within you.
I
Well,
will.
whenever it gets to 90, actually when it gets to 90 feet, I'd like to cast away from me. I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. What's everyone else currently... Like, Anthony rushes in and is like, does look like there's a thing heading this way. Don't know if it's heading for us, but it's definitely...
As soon as it builds up, I'm gonna turn around and go back onto one of the things, the guns that we have.
Guns?
Assuming-
The guns that I have not give stats to because I'm an idiot.
That. Yeah. Yeah.
And because that has longer range than me. And if it gets close to us, then I will attack it. But since it's not, I will shoot it until it is.
I will also stand on the top battle thingy and wait until it comes into range.
Smoothie, be ready to smush it with tentacles.
Roger.
It's flying full speed towards us, right?
Again, you're not sure if it's towards you or in this direction.
Well, I think when it comes within... What's the range on that spell? I think when it comes within 120 feet, we should probably be able to tell if it's towards us or just past us, right? Like if it's looking at us or...
Mitzel will hide upstairs with Smoothie.
Anyway, as soon as I have the feeling that it is coming aggressively towards us and it is still at full speed, I would like to cast Wall of Force directly in front of it.
Okay. So you're going to do that as...
And if it's small enough, I would like to cast it around it.
How big is that?
It's 120 feet in a line, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
No.
like, for the containing
It's
it.
not. It's either 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels, or it is a sphere with the radius of up to 10 feet.
Okay, then it definitely would not fit inside that.
Okay, then I just want to put a, of those panels, I don't know.
Just
Wanted to
put a
make it
wall
run
in its
into the
way.
panels.
Yeah, just put a wall in its way.
Yeah, you can easy enough, like, be like, I am going to put it directly in front of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that means it would definitely take some damage when that happens. What is everyone else
that's good.
doing?
Observing what it is while it crashes into nothingness,
And
seemingly.
the ship rolls stealth.
I will give this
Okay, sure, go for a stealth roll with disadvantage, I guess. But with
alright.
inspiration.
So that's a 9 plus an 8. So that's 17 on stealth.
Okay. I've actually found the stat sheet for this thing now. I forgot I
Why are
did.
we
Stealthy shit.
stealthing behind?
Just like hiding amongst the trees.
Yeah, it goes into.
Yeah, I
the
landed it in a
foliage.
place where it would be like hidden from the air, was what I said when we started.
Fair enough.
So
Sure. So let's roll a perception. I don't think it's got any bonuses to that.
I like to think that I just said,
D-
"Who's a good little shape?" when it was rolling down.
fuck.
So yeah, that shield probably. So it hadn't noticed you, but
Well, if it hadn't noticed us, I wouldn't have done it.
no,
Because
I
Yeah,
mean,
the comment
if it
was
flies
only if it
aggressively
was coming
directly in
at us
front-
directly.
yeah, it was more the hiding. It noticed the movement because it perceived higher than your stealth. So it is now looking at the big squid monster and flying in the direction of the ship.
Okay, now is when you make the wall.
Well, is it flying? The thing is, does it fly like past and looks curious, or does it like swoop at us?
It's
I
a
would only do the
big
wall if it
spiky
swoops
thing
at us.
going straight towards the ship in a line.
So it feels like an aggressive swoop.
Yes.
Air as a small fox with potentially birds that are birds of prey around him would know what an aggressive swoop would look like.
It looks very aggressive.
Okay, if he does an aggressive swoop, then I do the wall.
Okay. I love.
How far away from us is that, roughly?
Well, he was doing it slightly further away than your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly, just because I want to check this. Fall damage. What is the maximum fall damage?
Isn't it like
20d6.
Yes, it is 20d6.
See, I know these things
Good.
because I had to work them out when you
Because you
guys all.
fall a lot.
He doesn't
you guys-
fall. It's more that
You
the
guys.
falling damage is him going full speed into this wall.
Oh no, I understand that. I meant that Anthony knows the stuff because he falls a lot.
Ah,
Oh no, it's because in the other game, they fell off a thing, and I had to look up the rules.
That's an oof damage. So this thing smashes into your wall and is now just like clawing at it angrily because it's smashed into an angry wall. So essentially,
The wall's angry.
yeah, the wall's very angry. Just had a big thing smash into it.
But the blood on the wall is forming into a little angry face. Look at it.
So you essentially all have a free round before this thing figures out it can move around the wall.
Is there an angle at which I can shoot it that isn't intercepted by the wall?
Sadly, there is a wall in the way.
Ah, well.
I will wait until it gets within 90 of me.
Yeah, I will ready an action to, as soon as it goes over the wall, fire at it.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
while you've got this time, go on Google and find out what the ballista stats are.
No, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm ready in action to cast my spell as soon as it gets within 90 feet of me.
Cool. What's everyone else doing?
5e tool says it's 3d10
Yeah. With a +6 to hit.
with 120, 480 as the range.
Yeah.
Well, the plus 6 is probably more depending on you than on.
Yeah.
So, sure, add one die number onto that. And then write that down in the Discord chat so I can add that later. Because these are slightly better than just a standard ballista.
So, what do you mean one die
Wait, what-
number?
what
Like
was it? It
increase
was-
the number?
It was 3d10, so put down 4d10.
Yeah, 4d10.
Okay. So I'll just write in Discord.
Because I'll forget. I'm totally not having to juggle a CR30 creature. Don't worry.
Yes, it's the cannabis rock.
Yes. You're firing the cannabis ballista.
And what is it to hit? Is it like dexterity?
It
to
would
hit?
be yes.
Alright, alright. I assume I'm not proficient in ballista.
No.
Yeah.
But as usual, you could learn to be proficient, but right now you're not.
Alright, I have my to hit roll and stuff also.
What about everyone else? So, what are Melissa, Smoothie, and I guess technically Adair as well?
Well, Smoothie's just sort of sitting there just in case he needs to run for it in the chair. So if it comes close enough, he will attempt to grab it with tentacles.
Okay, so you're going to try and grapple it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if it's under, and if it threatens to come close and attack us, I'm going to prepare a thrown attack with Arcadia's Grip.
Cool. I love the idea that you could potentially beat this if you really try hard, and then I have to worry that you beat a CR30.
I mean, in the XP system, that's got to be so many level ups, right?
I mean, you are very
We're
close
not
to
doing
leveling up.
That's true, that's true.
Okay, so yes, it eventually
If you
figures...
beat it, you get 2 level ups.
No.
Because we might win, and if he agrees to that,
Yeah.
no.
Luckily,
I
Andrew will think
I
about it.
I think, luckily for Andrew, as soon as this thing launches any attacks at us, I think things are going to change very quickly.
I guess, yeah, there is that. So yes, it figures out it's attacking a wall as its blood splatter from itself clears up and it sees the ship on the other side, and it goes across. So now everyone can make their attacks as it now comes
Okay.
into range.
Oh, based on the fact that it's a
Can you range?
CR30 creature, I'm not sure that this is gonna hit, but...
What ranges are we talking about?
Within
9.
attack range, because
can
everyone
it
was
make a-
holding their action.
Yeah, but for
Can it?
120, 90, those sort of ranges.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it was already
That's
90 because of the wall.
Yeah, but it has to go
Okay.
around the wall. Once it's around the
Yeah.
wall, they can attack it.
yeah,
Can
is
it
that
make
then
a-
just up to 9? Or... Could I do a 60-foot spell or not? Is the
Yeah, you'd be
question,
able to.
basically.
Basically, it's using its movement to get to you,
Okay.
but you're all getting your actions within that.
Can it make a wisdom save, please?
Oh, very wise boy. Oh, that's way too small.
With a DC of 16.
How wise are you? Very wise. I've not set it to people to see that. It is weird that it lets me see the 2 GM rules, even on my screen that is set as a player. You got a 22. Is that higher?
Yeah, that passes.
Let's roll a public one. I rolled a public one and it also got a 22.
Can you do a
that
con save
passes.
as well, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Its Wiz is only +4. That's its weak point. Everybody throw wisdom at it.
Don't
Oh,
look at
God.
what its plus is for that one.
It's a 10. I didn't even mean to look, I just had my mouse in the same place.
Don't worry, it doesn't have a 30 in con. What are you worried for?
I wasn't worried till you told us to stop being worried.
Stop being worried! Okay, so... What happens? Because I don't know what you guys are doing.
A ballista bolt pings off it.
Wait,
So
so
the sunbeam
I-
grazes it.
what did you roll?
I got like a 9.
Oh,
to hit.
right.
I assume its armor class is just so high that
It's
the
higher than
ballista
9.
yeah.
It's definitely
Fires
not as
at it.
high as 27, though. So
Yeah,
Melissa definitely
I-
hits it with her
I
own form of
point at it.
ballista. So what did
I
you?
point at it and check.
Ah,
Point at it and check freeze, and nothing happens.
Oh yeah, I get 2 attacks per turn actually, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you say freeze and it continues flying in your direction.
That is good.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Oh well.
Lawrence, were you using the spell Hold Person?
Hold monster.
Alright.
The monster
better
has
one.
not held. What was Dare
Yeah.
doing?
I sunbeamed it.
Does that do half damage if miss?
Yes.
Okay, so you still need to roll damage.
It did.
Oh, it
20
did.
damage.
I was confused. I always get confused about the DC and the damage on those. But that's still quite a lot of damage.
What, 10 radiant?
Yeah,
It's
it's
not that much.
I mean, like, rolling a 20 on an attack's still pretty good. Even if it was halved.
But it's CR 30.
Okay, now...
30 con, it's gotta have a million HP.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative.
I'm not on the thingy.
I feel like this encounter is not balanced for us.
What do you mean?
20.
That's good.
That is good!
Ja, das ist
Sorry.
gut, ja.
I
What's
do
your dex?
apologize.
Oh, okay. you
Mine is...
Never mind.
Oh,
My dex is plus...
ooh. I have an advantage on initiative rolls, which I'm using for the first time now.
Ooh.
Let's
You
see.
can activate that actually in your in the settings, so you don't have to think about it.
Okay,
You
if it's
always
worth
have
like,
advantage.
ooh, yes, that was better.
Another 20.
Holy
But-
shit.
A nat 20. So, in my ruling, nat 20 beats normal 20. So, in
Okay.
initiative order, that means Melissa would go before Dare. And Librick. Because I said so.
So, fair.
I think we're up here actually.
Who is the better of the two of you two?
I mean,
me,
Lawrence has
my
higher
dex is
initiative
plus
bonus.
3.
I'm above all of you, by the way.
I am above you all.
Yeah.
Also,
Librick
I've
is
still
close.
got my thing of if it got to within technical distance, I still have my technical attack.
Yeah, it is currently, like, flying above the ship. Sadly, not within tentacle range. Because
Okay.
people blasted it. It was, to be fair, it was mainly Melissa throwing a big thing at it and it's stabbing it. It didn't, like...
Give me a second, I need to re-roll this so that I can get it on the thing. Then
Another initiative
get
20.
set to the 22. Who just fucked that? 22.
Oh yeah, don't forget about Aurora who's there.
Yeah, I need to... Give me a second.
It really is like initiative 20 day.
Aurora...
Be right back, one sec.
Alright.
I thought I just opened her character sheet and it disappeared again.
Smoothie and Dare's Ship of Adventures.
The red caps work as a group. Do I have to do initiative for all of them?
Yeah, they're a group. Andrew shrugs, terrified and confused. So let's see, how much damage is it taken?
This is going to be fun.
It's taken a fair bit of damage. That's probably the most damage that's ever been done because of a wall of force, though.
Potentially.
There doesn't happen to be like a conveyor belt that's going super fast in the other direction, but specifically beneath this thing.
Ah, yes. How did you know that you're on the conveyor belt planet? The problem is the conveyor belt goes all the way around the planet, so when it lands on it, it actually shoots it around the planet at the ship.
And I cast Disintegrate on it before it gets to the ship, so it just gets sprinkled in
Ugh.
dust.
I also love that you assume Disintegrate would instantly kill this.
Oh no, if we got it low enough. If Disintegrate gets it down to 0, then it goes to dust.
Yeah, it's only got like 10 hit points left.
Yeah,
Take a reasonable chunk off that wall, you know.
Yeah.
yeah. Then it takes another amount of damage from hitting the ground, presumably.
No. It landed on the wall. That was the hitting the ground.
No, if I paralyze it,
Oh,
with
right.
Old Monster,
Which you
it
didn't.
then hits the ground, which I haven't yet.
You could still manage it, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that everything? No. Why does Smoothie have a 22 on the initiative tracker? That's not right.
I rolled a 22.
Wait, no, a 20. It should be a 22 is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I changed it to a 22. So it says 22 on my end.
It just hadn't updated for me
There
for
we
some
go.
reason.
It's updated.
Librek does before me.
Yeah. Wait, no, he goes. He's the point too. I mixed them up.
Setting up combat initiative, the hardest part of the game.
It really is. When you've got no brain, numbers hard. Yeah, I think I've set everything up correctly. I'm not looking forward to gets to red cap turn and him asking questions. So how does this turn work? I don't know.
Depends on the closeness of them, because if it keeps staying at a distance, the red caps can't do much.
There. Smoothie, I have updated the stats. The ship does not have a lot of intelligence.
Weird.
It does have one, though, because it is technically sentient.
Oh.
Okay.
Luckily, you
means-
you use your perception.
Luckily, all of the int stats are mine, not at the ships that
Yeah.
matter. So
But it does have its own if it needs to say something.
Damn, that means my spells that need 2 or more int won't work with shit.
So,
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're
So
back.
is it dead yet?
Yeah, it's dead. You missed everything. Smoothie,
good.
go. What does Smoothie do?
So it's well out of distance for me to use the ship to attack it.
Yeah, it didn't have enough movement left to get to the ship.
Okay, Smoothie hops out of his chair, gets to a point where he can see the thing, and is just gonna fire, lift the stick up and fire some scorching rays at it.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3.
Is it just 3?
Yeah, it's just 3 rays, I think.
Okie dokie. Well, 2 of those hit.
And I get to deal an extra d10. Okay, so just 11 damage from that.
It's not bad.
It's pretty bad. And I haven't made my little cannon friend, so I can't use that. So I'm gonna shift back inside and head back over towards the chair so I can get back in and grapple it if it gets close enough.
Quick question. That was fire damage, right?
Yeah.
When you blast it, it looks like it did nothing
Okay. Good
at
to know.
all.
Good to know. I'm like, don't use fire damage, I shout at everybody.
It is,
Fuck, all my stuff's fire damage.
it is the sheep's turn.
Okay then, let's see how this goes. I'm going to...
Throw your own form of ballista.
Oh, wait a minute, my cursor's being a pain in the arse. I'm going to rage and pull the face that you see on my avatar as always. Eyes bulging.
You look delicious to this creature.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Yep, rage is on. And I'm
Oh
going to
no,
attack. What?
I'm standing next to you and you look delicious.
Surely it's Libra you should worry about.
And I'm going to use the... wait a minute. I'm going to use my... Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Just that alone. Does that hit?
Yes, 29 does hit.
Okay. And another one with advantage. Oh. It didn't add rage damager, which is 2, by the way.
Cool.
And does 24 hit?
Double check. 24 does hit.
Okay, so those 2 damage totals plus 2, basically.
So, plus 4.
Yeah.
Cool. You seem to have hurt it with your sheep-based ballista. What does Librick do? You found a dragon. Maybe it's female. Or at least it looks like a dragon. It looks angry as fuck though.
Yes, question before I take my turn. Does it look like a female dragon?
That would be an Arcana or Nature.
Which is higher for me? Oh, they're both the same. 20?
Do you think it might be?
Can it make a wisdom save?
Sure, it can do that. What's its plus on wisdom saves? Ah, plus 13. Because I forgot to add the wisdom saves in Roll20. So, it's 8 plus 13. What was your number?
So 21.
DC 16.
Okay, so it succeeds. Was that another old monster?
Yeah. I'll quickly shout up. Hey, if you don't kill me, you want to get lunch later? I know a good that does chicken.
You mean the place that burned down?
Yeah, but it doesn't know that.
You get the feeling it doesn't understand common. Just somehow you get that feeling. Is that everything you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Dare. What do you feel like doing? It's a big scary thing.
Try seducing it in deep speech. Maybe that'll work.
Maybe it will.
Maybe.
I'll use my action to shoot another sunbeam out of the mote of light in my hand.
Mm-hmm. What save was that again?
DC 17 con save.
It is not proficient in charisma. Con saves. Ah, so it failed. So you did big damage.
And I think
does not have anything for radiance. Just had to check that quickly.
It is blinded now.
Ooh.
And like until my next turn.
That's going to be
And then-
very helpful against it not killing you all.
And then I would like to quicken a psychic glance.
Mm-hmm.
Is it DC
Intelligence.
17 intelligence save?
Does it have a bonus to intelligence? Neat. 17. Oh no,
It succeeds, right?
that wasn't meant to be a disadvantage, but it would be 17 anyways. So yeah. Wait,
That succeeds.
meets it, beats it. So yeah. So
Okay. So half damage. So 13 psychic.
you've hurt this poor thing's brain. What did it ever do to you yet? Apart from by smashing apart the ship. Apart from that. So, pretty cool.
Flying towards us aggressively.
It's approaching you aggressively. Like most things do. Alright.
Whoa, ho, ho, you approach me, giant dragon.
Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to terribly move forward, knowing the general area until it smashes into the ship, and then it's going to attack with disadvantage and just try and hit.
The ship or us?
It's going to be swinging at you guys, but with a disadvantage because it's blinded. But first, can everyone make a wisdom save? Ooh, some very good rolls.
Unusual for me. Wisdom save.
Ironically, that means you actually managed to pass it. No one else did, though. So everyone except for Day, you are now frightened for the next minute.
Give me a second, I've just got to roll for Aurora.
Ah, and you can repeat at the end of your turn. I think Aurora might be immune.
I think Aurora
Isn't,
might have passed.
Aurora
Isn't,
passed anyways.
Isn't our resident barbarian sheep friend yet also, whilst raging, not affected?
No.
yet?
I don't believe so. I believe that's only a specific kind of barbarian.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You can make the save at the end of your turn. Again. Now, let's see. What creatures are close to it? That would be Lievricht, Anthony, and Melissa. So let's do a D4. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so Lievricht is the first one to be attacked.
So I'm the first to die.
Not
It was
necessarily.
nice knowing you,
Wait.
Libra.
Does a 29
No,
with disadvantage hit?
No, my AC's 34.
Oh, that's amazing that it was at 2 29s.
Yeah, that hits.
That's fine.
That's just over double my AC.
So you take 20 as it bites in your direction and just like it bites your arm. Swings you around like a puppy.
So you like to get feisty, I see.
Because you said that, I'm also going to target the next one at you. Ooh, 21?
Yeah, that hits.
It hit.
14 and above hit.
It hits you with its horn.
18.
Luckily, most of you are hidden within the ship. Why did you put... I just noticed, why did you put the walrus on?
It's important. He's inside the ship. He's a valued member of the team.
Ah,
Okay.
excellent. Anthony takes the next one.
So I was gonna say.
So yeah, then you
Am I-
take another 80 in.
No, I was gonna say, am I currently within the mouth of the beast?
With it, what?
I was gonna say, am I currently within the mouth of the beast?
Well, it bit you, but it like let go,
Oh, right, okay.
and then it like stabbed you with its horns.
Right.
I also just
So just
realized.
if I...
Yeah, 21 hits me, yeah.
Also, can you make 2 dex saves, Lawrence? And can you make 1?
13 and 24?
26.
Ooh. So, like, only one of those failed. So, first, 10 damage to Anthony. Of
What kind of damage?
claw damage.
So slashing, presumably.
Yes.
Oh no.
Just gonna lazily click it. Half as much. So the first one was the failure, so you did fail. So Lawrence 10 damage.
10 damage and then 5.
And then you are you're bleeding.
I go unconscious at the first set of damage.
Excellent. If you're unconscious, then that's no worry.
You'll be gulped down.
5 damage of PSE spikiness to Anthony.
It's an area of effect thing. I am evasive. I dodge it.
Ooh.
I dodge it, Pikachu.
I do realise that that's an AoE, so I should have been doing that for all of you, but it doesn't matter. And it can do one more claw. Come on, get a 1. Get a 1. Oh wait, no. It has to be one of you two now. Yay, Melissa.
I did think Melissa was delicious.
Yeah, but it's blind.
Oh, damn.
You also have advantage.
No, it has disadvantage. Actually, yes, so it would have standard roll. But it doesn't matter. Does a 30 hit Melissa?
Yeah.
Oops. I don't know why I did that. 12 and dexterity save. What was that you said?
She's dead again.
What? How?
No. Well, I don't know yet. Let's see.
You had 12 hit points. That's a fail.
Turns out Melissa wasn't sleeping, she's just been taking levels of exhaustion.
Actually, Melissa is immune to exhaustion. So then Melissa gets a spike thrust through her for 8 damage and is bleeding.
It's okay, the wool will absorb most of it.
The wool starts staining red. Anthony, it's your go.
How close is it to me?
It is more. Well, I can't exactly put it closer. It is on you.
Okay.
It's essentially like there.
I will use my action to end the frightened condition on myself.
Good.
And then I'll use my bonus action to summon my stand.
Oh
And it
no.
needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. In my head, first time ever in my head, I got the ay. Goddamn Jojo garbage. It gets plus 11 to its dex, so 24.
Oh, yeah, that just scrapes by.
Just barely. Honestly, you're not doing bad against it.
It takes 9 force damage from that.
Wait,
and then
it takes 9 for succeeding.
No, it takes half as much. Sorry.
Okay, I was thinking that.
Oh.
Yeah. You have not forced it.
I forced it a little bit. I just didn't want to be frightened, but. And that'll be my turn.
Do unconscious things have the frightened?
I would say that it ends, because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So you're not frightened anymore.
Yeah, I'm just out.
No, you're having nightmares. Terrible, terrible nightmares.
You think there's a giant
And
thing
also
you've tried to flirt with. Okay, that means it's Aurora's turn. What does Aurora do?
Aurora's gonna get Liebrecht up.
Okay.
If-
Yeah, so
Liebrecht, you gain 8 hit points
Ooh, thank
as
you.
Aurora comes over and cure wounds you.
nice.
I say thank you to Aurora when I wake up.
And then Aurora comes back inside the ship in a way that's like puts her out of harm's way for a bit because she's not dumb enough to stay out there.
Yeah, Aurora has noticed that only the people who are outside were getting hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, come on then, Christian, what do the red caps do?
Well, now that it is in range, the 8 red cabs all run out, jump onto the thingy, and start slashing at it.
Sure. Give me 8 shitty attacks.
No, I'll
No,
give
8?
you
6? I don't know.
24 shitty attacks.
No, you will not.
No, you'll give him 4 spectacular attacks.
Because they have 3 attacks.
Quick question, what's their to hit bonus?
6.
Okay, so they can hit.
I assume it's like AC 24.
Close.
It's less than that, I believe.
Yes.
I think I hit with a 22 earlier.
No. Ooh. Ooh. Seems that rolling lots of numbers gets you lots of criticals.
Those are 24 attacks.
Fuck me. So 1.
Do they get advantage on a blinded enemy?
Yes.
Yeah, you should do.
Okay, then I'll do 24 more and we'll group them in 2s.
You know, sure. You know what? I'm just gonna say it has an AC of 23. You can figure out how many hits.
I really hope those 2 crits don't now get grouped together.
Okay. What did you say? 23?
Yeah, he said 23.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 crit.
This is your
2,
punishment.
2, 2. Yeah, okay, the crits get grouped together, unfortunately. 3 crits. 3 crit, 1 normal. 2 normal. Okay, 3 crits and 2 normal. That's pretty bad damage for like 24 advantage slashers.
Fucking. Yeah, but what? So it wasn't 24. It was 48. That's too many rolls.
I think that's 58 damage. Unless it's got resistance to slashing.
It's a very good point, Lawrence.
No, it's not a good point, Lawrence.
Bad Lawrence.
Do they
no.
count as
in
magical
which-
attacks?
I I doubt.
Yes,
so.
yes, they do. They do. I have no idea, but they do.
That is up to you. It does not say.
If it doesn't say, then no. So how much was that in total?
50. I think.
Okay. God damn, 48. That was a...
It's 58 halved.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's 58.
Oh, it's 58, and then whatever you want to do with it.
I was more meaning,
yeah.
damn the 48 rolls. Wait a minute. Okay, good. It isn't immune to being blinded. That would have upset me if I just found that out. Okay, so all the way back up. Smoothie, it is your go.
Smoothie is going, now that it's closer, is going to jump into the chair and attempt to grapple the thing with the tentacles to hold it in place for everybody. And we'll try and restrain it that way.
Didn't you fail your save?
Yes, but I don't have to get closer to it to do this, and technically I can't see it.
Okay, just checking.
Technically, this does work. It's just like because I'm going further inside away from it to get into the chair.
Further inside away. That's correct. I'm just making sure.
Because I literally can't go out and attack it anymore. What do you want to do for grappling with this thing?
How does grapple work again? Because I can never remember, even though I'm looking at it.
Untested athletics normally, or athletics against athletics, or acrobatics.
Okay, so that would be pretty much just a strength roll.
This ship should probably be stronger than a 15, but I'm gonna.
It should be way stronger than a 15,
Yeah.
Hey, don't question me.
So it should really
It's
be like a
really-
strength 20. So it's this plus another 3.
Is Smoothie within
still not
30
great.
feet of me?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
I think.
I will give you inspiration.
Okay, plus the
Plus
10,
D10.
plus another 4.
Ooh, it only got a 10.
Cool. So I have grappled this thing and I'm holding it in place
Yeah.
with the tentacles. Just it's going to a place that is very much not safe for children.
Don't look, Aurora.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
I could.
That's the most fun place for kids.
It's like the tentacles are just grabbing it and on each limb and just like wrapping around it.
So what does that mean for...
It means it's grappled.
Right.
Speed 0.
Because I can't restrain it or anything like that. I can only grapple it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it cannot move.
And it can't benefit from any sort of speed increasing thing.
Basically, I'm holding it in place so it's like not able to like move away from you guys and then come back in.
It's interesting that a grappled creature doesn't have like creatures have advantage against it or something. But
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me because I'm like, can I attempt to restrain it once it's already grappled? Like, is that a thing you can do?
It's
depends.
weird.
But yeah, I have to make my wisdom save, right?
Yes. Not
Still
wise
failed.
enough.
And I think I've used all of my flashes.
I also just remembered this thing has legendaries and I'm not using them.
Yeah, it's still gonna kick our ass. Yeah, that's me over.
Okay.
It doesn't have legendary resistances or actions. Shut up, Andrew.
It's
Don't
got
remind
4
Andrew of that.
legendary resistances.
Don't remind Andrew of that, Andrew. What if Andrew finds out?
True. It also has advantage
Yeah.
on spells and magical effects. It's got so
Andrew,
much stuff on
what
its
if
stat
Andrew
sheet, and I'm, as usual, not.
Everybody write
It's
that down. Everyone write that down.
it's oral all over again. Oh, okay. Pretty good. You've managed to stop it being able to do its ultimate attack. Sheep Lissa, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay then.
Sheep lantern.
It's probably halfway down in health right now, isn't it?
Sure. I'm not even going to bother figuring it out. Just, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
Ah, that's amazing. You've got it to halfway, and all of
Ooh.
its extra abilities
Mine-
activate that I definitely
mine-
didn't have before.
I need some help, so I'm going to use my Eldritch Maul to activate the tattoo I have, and you're all gonna see just. Oh wait, no, you came up with a way to describe this, didn't you?
I don't remember.
Ah,
If it's
well,
your thing, describe it however you want.
okay. Then Melissa gets ready to launch her weapon. However that looks, because she's a sheep now. Just leave it to your imaginations. In fact, you know what? It actually works out in this situation. You see what appears to be a large abomination of a tentacle just sprout out of her wool and clutches Arcadia's grip. And it's gonna throw it as usual and do an extra d6 force damage.
Nice. Does the strong Melissa hit? Yes.
Oh. Why is all my stuff wisdom saves?
How come rage damage isn't being added to that? That's so weird. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. It's with a melee attack, so never mind.
It's fine. It's within range of your melee attacks.
Okay. Oh, then in that case, I have to reroll for the actual damage with melee attack. Sorry about that. Oh, that's even better. +2 rage.
So, 2 seconds. Okay, because I had to add that damage back on. Oh wait, no. So now you'd get to do another attack,
Yes. Yes.
and you need. Don't
Okay,
forget,
well-
you need to add the extra force damage.
Which is
Man,
about
that was 28 damage from one hit.
1d6 force damage.
Nice.
Oh damn! Never mind. 28. Make that
And
34.
also, next attack, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, +2 rage damage, and this. Oh well. Okay. That's my turn.
Melissa, big strong.
Good.
It doesn't like being stabbed over and over by Melissa's tentacle. Okay. Librick,
Lauren.
you've got health. You're alive. It's very close
I-
to you.
Am I still bleeding out?
Yes, you are still bleeding. So
Did it say it took an action to stop the bleeding?
yes. So 1d8.
I will.
So
Yeah.
that's still set on JM for some reason, but you take a whole 1 damage from the bleeding as your turn starts.
Okay.
I just realised I clicked JM on the normal dice roller.
I will.
You have to make a successful medicine check to stop the wound. So, do you want to use an action to do that? Or do you want to just
Yes.
attack? Okay.
So medicine. 17.
That is just not enough.
I'll use my bonus action to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on myself. And Healing Word is 1d4 plus 4. I gain 8 hit points.
Nice. So you lost 1 and gained 7.
Yeah. Can I still say something?
Yeah,
Dragon?
you can still speak. You have that right.
It's a free
I'll-
action.
I'll say in deep speech.
Oh yeah.
Hello there.
Now we're thinking with portals.
One of the tentacles of the ship frees from the creature and strokes Liebrecht. Smoothie, you're very confused because you didn't do that.
Mhm.
Okay, dare, it's your call.
Kill it, Dare, kill it.
I quicken another psychic glance.
Okay.
DC 17 and save again.
Which it's supposed to have advantage on.
Is it?
Yes, I forgot about that.
Because it's magic.
So it takes half of 25 psychic damage.
12.
And I
Brain
use
turned
that
off.
action to sunbeam it again.
Cool.
DC 17 con save.
Even with advantage, it's still blinded. It's the stun all over again.
No,
It's
Andrew.
blinded. Not
The
stunned.
stun's next time.
The stun's way worse.
The
It is.
stun's next time. It is way worse. It just can't do anything if it gets stunned. That's what you're saving its legendary resistances for, right?
That's a good point. I activate a legendary resistance. Thanks, Joseph.
God damn you.
So that would be half damage and not blinded. Everyone, thank Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
Espe-
You, Joseph.
yeah, especially you two, Melissa and Anthony, who are right next to it. And the person who's already been downed once. Okay.
Oh yeah, can I take cover inside? Like just a little bit.
Yeah, sure. You can, like, hide behind the console. Okay. So it's friend's turn. It's a bit grappled, but it can still attack because you're right next to it. Who should it go for? Does anyone volunteer?
Me.
Ah,
I'm the tank.
excellent. I don't think the frightening presence doesn't make a difference because if you save, then it's done, and I think everyone else failed. So, does a 32 hit Melissa?
Of course it does. I don't even need to look to know that hits.
Oh wait a minute, that shouldn't be advantage. Would a 21 hit?
Yes it would.
So 24 and a dex save, please.
24 and a dex save. Wait, 24 damage, you mean? Or...
Yes, 24 damage, and then your dex save that you fail.
Okay.
Huh. So, that's 9 piercing, and you are bleeding. More bleedy sheep. That's 1 attack.
What was the secondary damage? 9 piercing.
Yeah. Does Melissa continue to be like, yes, keep hitting me?
I mean...
It, like, bites you when you're like, get me! Hum.
Wait, let's see. Yeah, I've got a standard healing potion, I'll be fine.
So, Melissa's still acting all confident. Okay. 19. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
12. And another dex save.
Okay, 12 damage and another dex save.
9 piercing and you're double bleeding. Does Melissa still look confident? Or is she looking over at Anthony like...
How many fucking attacks does it have?
Another 2.
Yeah, it has its claws now.
What can I do then, I guess?
Say attack Anthony.
Remain confident or kill the monk, please. I could use a break from being eaten and stabbed.
Take turns between us.
So
I
Melissa cowers.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
Does a 23 hit Anthony?
Yes, it does. Yes, a million times, yeah.
17 and a dex save.
Alright.
Wait.
Is it gone after me at any point?
No.
Not yet. It's working its way to... Yeah?
Melissa can't do this. She's like, get back to me, you bitch!
So it like claws at Anthony, and you're like, oh wait, no, I was joking! So Anthony, you take 8 damage, and you are bleeding.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Does the 27 hit Melissa?
Yes, it does.
16 and a dex save!
Oh god, okay. 16 damage. I'm gonna do that first.
Honestly, I am still impressed at how you are all doing against a CR30.
Dex save.
Where's the hamster?
Oh, wait a minute. Did I take the damage from the very first attack she got? Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm gonna scroll a bit up to see how much... Oh, where the hell is that damage?
Hamster.
Shut up, you! The hamster's asleep downstairs.
Get the hell out here, hamster.
Oh no! It got flown into space from the bit that was eaten.
Get out here.
No, what we don't realise is that having crawled side of the glass and is peppering me with disintegrates that I can't avoid.
Oh yeah, the spiked explosion. Melissa had 8 damage too, so she's also... Yep, she's at 35 health.
Oh god.
That's still quite a bit.
But
The tank is so injured.
that's
Where's the healer?
We
that's
don't
like
have...
off my max.
So that means that Melissa is now 9 more damage and on 3 bleeds.
Oh, God.
Melissa is just stained red. Or she will be when her turn starts.
Melissa's the lesser spotted red sheep.
But that is all. It has had its turn. Anthony, it's your go.
Hang on, I need to look up what a thing does.
No looking up things.
No, it's an item that I have.
Items? But I've only give you OP things.
Oh damn! There's something that I've forgotten to use.
Yeah, I get that. So,
Blah blah blah.
No, it's something that could have prevented some damage.
ah.
you know, something that is supposedly supposed to make me immortal to some
True.
degree.
Yeah, I did also forget about that.
Oh god, not having any luck finding it. Ooh, no. Blah 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 blah. Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Nope, that's not gonna be what I'm doing. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna start pummeling it as much as I can.
Yeah, ta 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 ta.
Try and stun
Actually,
it.
I'll throw hex on it. Take that. It's now
Ooh.
hex.
That's a rarity from Anthony.
And then I'm gonna punch it. As much as I can punch
What
it.
did this thing ever do to you? Looks a claw mark across his chest.
Yay, both of those hit.
Correct.
It also takes an additional that.
An additional that.
And that's all good
It
damage
takes-
it will take.
Mm-hmm.
And can it make 2 constitution saving throws?
Sure.
It's bad at those, right? Who does the 16?
It fails the 16. It's stunned.
It does not feel legendary
Choose a
resistance.
Speed. Bastard.
No stun for you.
It's not just gonna get stun locked this whole combat. What is this?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't even need to. It does not seem to be affected by your stun.
Oh, what?
Guess what? I looked at the stat sheet again.
You looked at the stat sheet and it has stun immunity. What is this?
What
Balance?
madness?
So, is that everything from Anthony?
Like this is a really strong monster or something. Yeah, that's all I can muster this turn.
Okie dokie. Aurora.
Alice.
She's gonna pop her head out and
Pop my head out the door.
moonlight breath at this thing.
Okay.
Please make me a dex save.
Boop.
Darn, you just passed, so you take half of this damage. So you take half of that.
You know what? You know what I hate about most of my spells?
That their wisdom
Most
saves?
of them are, yeah, most of them are wisdom saves.
I mean, it doesn't help in this one particular case.
And then Aurora will pop her head back inside.
Oh yeah, I'm also giving it disadvantage on athletics.
Okay.
So take that.
Now it's time for 48 red cap. No, not 48. Just 24 red cap attacks.
Unless they have wrapped it themselves around it in a way that they all get advantage from flanking.
Flanking.
So.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah. If
24
one of them
attacks.
runs behind them, the rest of them all get advantage. It's beautiful.
I was one of them.
Oh my god.
We could have used that advantage.
Looks like 2 of them hit.
Yeah, 23 was the threshold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad. Okay. One normal attack, one advanced, one. Okay. So, 22.
Andrew, is this creature bloodied?
Yes.
Good. Good. Good.
It is very unhappy. It is being tentacle grappled and stabbed and punched over and over. Just think,
Are
you're...
we going to stop at the
Wow.
end of this round now?
We can end it here if you want.
Okay.
To be fair, you'd probably maybe win next round, but that's something exciting to start off with.
Okay, remember, Andrew, to put its health on that token.
Yep, that's what I'm doing now, because I nearly forgot.
Just...
Well, guess I'll just put it
Okay.
back on max health.
Yes, with the rest of us.
Yeah. We'll
So essentially we start the fight.
Poor Melissa on 35 HP. Ooh.
I need to write something in the chat so that I might remember. Melissa times 4 bleed. Okay, well, I just realised that I'd not even left the map on, so no one got to see that. Oh well. Literally, I've just put it on now, and it's exactly... You've seen the same thing for the past couple of hours. So, with that, you've nearly beaten a CR30 monster, which... It's kind of scary. Tune in next time for everyone levels up to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're damn fucking right.
Well,
We
for
all
that attitude, I've
bathe-
changed my mind.
We
Level
all bathe in the
30.
blood
That's
of the
generous
negotiator.
of you.
Everyone
I-
levels down.
I can persuade her, don't worry.
She got turned into mutton for those levels.
Andrew, Liebrecht says, hello there. Wink.
That's how I ended it.